Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel where we discuss all things narcissism. So just how do narcissistic people win the arguments while gaining enablers and flying monkeys to take their side and discredit you, while getting you to doubt yourself and question yourself and blame yourself and stay quiet for fear of embarrassment, for fear of shame, for fear of being in the wrong. When it comes to narcissistic people, it's not that they are intelligent as such, intelligent enough to do this. Now, some will be intelligent, others not so much. What they are is exploitative, self-entitled, believe that they are better than everyone else, that grandiose nature, arrogant enough to believe that they are the ones that are in the right and everybody else is wrong. Narcissistic people tend to have that closed-mindedness about themselves. They're very closed-minded people when it comes to their beliefs, when it comes to their reality. They're very insincere people. So you can't have that two-way conversation with them. You can't have that debate with them because they're not interested in your perspectives. They're not interested in your points of view. They're not interested in facts or evidence or opinions. They're interested in you taking on board their belief and disregarding all of your own. When it comes to people in general, we can all have different beliefs, we can all have different ideas, we can all have different ways that we want to live our lives. And most people can recognise that, well, that's how that person wants to do it. Might not be for me, but I'm going to do it this way, and leave each other to it. Stay in our own lanes, only be in competition with ourselves. Narcissistic people are incredibly envious people, so they don't want to stay in their own lane. They want to destroy everybody else's lane. They want to take everybody down who's not going along for the ride with them. So when it comes to narcissistic people, they hold a belief so true to themselves that they're so close-minded about it that they believe that everyone should just agree with them. And when people don't agree with them, they take offence to this and they seek to control the narrative. They seek to gaslight people's realities. They seek to punish people. And when they cannot win the argument with facts and evidence, when they don't have enough information, when they're too close-minded to debate the situation effectively, debate the topic of conversation effectively, they go all out to shame the person who dares to have a different point of view, a different opinion. They go all out to blame the person who's not agreeing with them. They go all out to humiliate the person who's not going along with them. They go all out to insult the person who's not agreeing to them. They will go all out to accuse the person. By accusing the other person, what they do is they gain other people to doubt the other person. They gain flying monkeys to attack the other person. They accuse the other person of doing something the other person isn't actually doing in order to get people to dislike that person. So people don't question the narcissistic person's opinion. They question the person who isn't going along with the narcissist. If the narcissist can shame somebody enough, they silence that person into fearing speaking out against the narcissist. They will talk over the person so that the person can't get a word in edgeways. They might change the subject, and they usually change the subject in a manner where the person who's going against the narcissistic person's beliefs, they might not even be going against them. They might just be trying to show a different point of view. They might just be saying, well, yes, I get that, I understand that. However, there's also this side to things. But the narcissistic person doesn't want to listen, so they're going to change the subject, and they're going to change the subject to something where the person who's daring to bring up a different perspective, a different opinion, has to then defend themselves. They can do this by accusing the other person. The narcissistic one can do this by accusing the person who's standing against them of something that society doesn't agree with. So they are then put on the defensive, and the narcissistic one doesn't have to discuss their issue. And if all else fails, they go all out to threaten the person, to silence them, to shut them up, because narcissistic people want to silence those whose open-minded ideas, opinions and beliefs threaten those of the narcissist's closed-minded opinions, ideas and beliefs. And when you are on the receiving end of this, it can be very intimidating. You fear what they might do when they're threatening you. You fear what their flying monkeys and enablers and society might do when they are threatening you. What your friends and family, what their friends and family might do when the narcissist is threatening you. You can also feel a lot of frustration because you cannot get your point of view across. We are human, so when we feel that frustration, we might react out in anger, to which a narcissist will twist everything onto how the one who reacted is the one with the problem, and the narcissist will stand there all calm because they believe they've won the argument. Or when you have that open mind, so you're willing to see another person's opinion, you're willing to see another point of view, another perspective, when you have that open mind, when you're dealing with someone like this, you can walk away feeling confused and not sure as to what to believe anymore. What it comes down to is when somebody has to blame you, shame you, humiliate you, criticize you, mock you, judge you, insult you, accuse you, threaten you, talk over you, change the subject on you, rather than debate the topic at hand. They've actually lost the argument. They're creating a smokescreen to get away from the argument they've lost, to pull you down, to get you to question yourself, to get those around you to question you, so that they can take the upper hand, so that they can either play the martyr of how amazing they are or play the victim of how you're the one that attacked them first, because they're not interested in how other people want to live their lives. They're not interested in other people's beliefs. However, they are that arrogant, that self-entitled, that they believe that everybody should be interested in theirs. When it comes to dealing with people like this, sometimes you do have to stand your ground. You have to know the information before you go into the conversation with them, otherwise they will take you down. Sometimes you just need to stay quiet and let them say what they want to say. Let them tangle themselves up and then state your point of view. Sometimes you just need to call them back out and say, why are you shaming me instead of discussing the topic at hand? Why are you blaming me? Why are you humiliating me? Why are you talking over me? Why aren't you letting me have my say? You need to let them have their say first, because it's very easy when someone starts talking over you and interrupting you to start talking over them and interrupting them. Very easy to get drawn into the argument and taken away from the debate. So let them have their say. When they interrupt you, stop talking, let them finish and then try to talk. And if they interrupt you again, when you do get a chance, just, why do you keep interrupting me? Why are you threatening me? Instead of debating the topic at hand. And sometimes we do have to learn that some people just aren't worth debating with, because they're just not going to see it from any other way other than their own, and they're going to go all out to destroy you in the process. So sometimes the best way to deal with these people is to just go no contact Other times, depending on the situation, depending on the circumstances, it's worth standing your ground and remembering that not everybody is going to agree with you. However, that's not actually what we're looking for. We're looking for people that are willing to explore new suggestions, explore new ideas. As long as one person's belief isn't negatively impacting somebody else, then that's their belief. And if another person has the same belief, that's on them. It's when those people with that belief group together and then seek to claim that everybody is attacking them, when not everybody is attacking them. People are just trying to get them to see it from a different point of view and get them to recognise that just because that's how you want to live your life doesn't mean we have to agree with you. There's always a different way of looking at things. If anyone has any thoughts on this video, please do add those into the comments. Thank you very much to all the returning subscribers and your continued support with the channel. It's greatly appreciated. If you are new to the channel, I'm Elizabeth Shaw. This channel is all about narcissistic behaviour to give you more understanding of the people you might be dealing with within your life, how to handle yourself around those people if you cannot go no contact, and different methods to find what works for you to help you understand and overcome narcissistic and emotional abuse. If you do find the information helpful on the channel, please do subscribe. If you are looking for further help and support in understanding and overcoming narcissistic and emotional abuse, I do have several online guides available, and those teachable links are in the video description. If you're looking for someone to speak to, I have partnered with BetterHelp, and their sponsored link is also in the video description. Go out there and create the day that you deserve, because you do deserve to have an amazing day. Bye.